What's up, guys? Welcome to stream. A little bit of a different video today, or stream today, I guess. We're going to go over the deck tech first before the stream, as the stream starts, and then we're going to do the matches, and then everything's going to be all in one video, and then I can have some sanity. So, hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a green screen up right now because we're in the process of like moving and stuff, so this is going to hopefully help a little bit. I know there's probably some green around me right now, but that's fine. That's fine. Just forget about it. Don't even worry about it. So, all right, let me see where everything is real quick. Please, music back. What are you talking, Kevin? Oh man. Okay, so I'm not really gonna respond to the chat while the actual deck tech is started, or while I'm doing the deck tech, because you guys can't see the chat after this video has been posted. So just letting you guys know. So let's go over the deck real quick, and then we'll jump right into the matches. And then, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds like fun, right? All right, let me pull up the deck here. This is Black-White Vampires for Modern. This is going to have a lot of the typical vampires you're going to see in the Modern format, with some new cards from Rivals of Ixalan that kind of spice it up just a little bit. That makes it Black-White. It makes it, you know, kind of have the best two removal spells in the format, which is Fatal Push and Path to Exile. So let's go over the list here, starting with our 1-drop slots. We have Gul'Draz's Vampire, 1 black mana, 1/1. If your opponent has 10 or less life, it gets +2/+1, has Intimidate, which is great. Which means it can be blocked up by artifact creatures and/or creatures that share a color with it. So very good against the Weenie decks, against the Spirit decks, things like that. Awesome card to start with. Next up here, a new card, Skymarcher Aspirant. This is from Rivals of Ixalan. Again, it gains flying if you have the City's Blessing. That means if you control 10 or more permanents. It's a 2/1 on turn 1. So normally you're going to get in for 2 before before your opponent really has an opportunity to deal with it. Next up here for us, we have Vampire Lacerator. Very, very nice. It's a 1 mana 2/2. We do lose 1 life unless our opponent has 10 or less life, so this is a great turn 1 for us to be able to get in for 2, so kind of getting our opponent down as quickly as possible. So just a decent card for us. It can kind of drain ourself pretty rapidly if we're not careful. Bloodghast is one of the more expensive cards in the list here. It is a vampire. It's a 2 mana 2/1, can't block, but it does have haste if your opponent has less than 10 life. And it comes back if we lay a land on the battlefield. So comes in, has haste, hits for 2, and if opponent tries to like kill it the following turn or something, we can actually just lay a land the following turn, get it back, has haste again if our opponent again has 10 or less life. Next up here we have Dusk Legion Zealot, another card from Rivals of Ixalan. I really like this because it's very similar to the Silvergill Adept that's in the Merfolk lists. This is a 2 mana 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, we draw a card and lose 1 life. So that we don't lose a life with the Merfolk build, but we do lose a life here. But card advantage is very important, and that's why this card is in here. Next up for us, we have Calistria Highborn. Very good, very, very good card for us for a vampire list. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever the Highborn or another vampire you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1 black mana. If you do, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So a great way for us to get some life gain back against a burn deck, and a great way for us to just, you know, kind of suck the life out of our opponent while we're kind of in the mid to late game. And then in the last slot here for the 2 mana slot, we have Legion Lieutenant. This is a 2 mana 2/2. Other vampires you control get +1/+1. Just a super good card. And another real good one from the Rivals of Ixalan slot. Moving on to another Lord, though, we have the 3 of Captivating Vampire. This card is super good right now, especially with how our deck is kind of built to being able to use these Zealots to draw some cards and make sure that our Bloodghast can get on the battlefield as well. Other vampires you control get +1/+1, and tap 5 untapped vampires you control. Gain control of target creature, it becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. So if our opponent is playing like flash creatures, something like that, we can just tap it, take control of their creature. It also becomes a vampire, which means it does get +1/+1 as well, and we can use that to swing in. So, in testing yesterday, I was doing this against a Ghostly Prison deck, and was just taking their 1 creature and then just like attacking with that creature. So, it was really nice. But that is all the creatures in the deck. We have 31 in total. Moving on to some removal, we have 4 Fatal Push. It's good. You know it's good. It's probably the best card in Standard right now. It's probably one of the best removal spells in Modern. Just super good as far as just being able to remove a creature of 2 mana or less. And then, of course, if we have Trigger Revolt, we get rid of a creature of 4 mana or less. And moving on, we have Aether Vial here. So we want to kind of like cheat out some creatures on our opponent's side of the field, or on our opponent's turn, rather. Aether Vial is here for that. Very, very good. Very effective. And the last 2 in here besides lands is 2 of Radiant Destiny. So this is probably a slot I would put for a Path to Exile now instead after some testing. I did like Radiant Destiny, though, because we do go wide very quickly. And we can, of course, take some of our opponent's creatures with Captivating Vampire. So I do like that ability here. But it has Ascend, of course. When we hit 10 or more permanents, we get the City's Blessing. As Radiant Destiny enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. And creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1 as long as you have the City's Blessing. And they also have Vigilance. So, very, very good. So it's a 3 mana, basically a pump spell for all of our vampires, but it's also great for us to have, like, you know, +1/+1 and vigilance, which is awesome. And moving on to quick lands here, I do not have, just kind of putting it out there, don't have Cavern of Souls in here. It'd be great in this deck, but, you know, that's kind of an expensive card, so wanted to kind of not have that in the main board here. We have Core 4, Concealed Courtyard, just a fast land for us. 4 Marsh Flats, fetch land. 3 Godless Shrine, very good, being able to either, you know, shock us or get in for 2 double, white and black. 2 Field of Ruin instead of Ghost Quarter. Did like the ability to hunt for a land here instead. Then just 3 Plains and 3 Swamp. And that is our, like, basic 60. Ghost Quarter is probably okay if you want to bring that in for a little bit faster removal for some non-basic lands. You can also bring in some, like, more fetches if you want to. I just wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more kind of on the cheap side as far as the land base. You can always go ridiculously high on the land base. But that's it for the lands. Let's go to the sideboard here. We have a 3 of Inquisition of Kozilek here. This is a just decent card, being able to do some hand hate against a control deck or against another removal heavy deck. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card from it with converted mana cost 3 or less. That player discards that card. Just super good, super bread and butter. It's what makes modern. It's what makes modern modern. There you go. Next up here we have 3 Path to Exile. Another one of the best removal spells in the deck. I didn't have it in the main board because I wanted the Radiant Destiny first, but Path to Exile most likely will be coming in after game 1, so just very good for that. We also have Collective Brutality here, being able to look at our opponent's hand, get an instant or sorcery card from it, or maybe to get -2/-2 on opponent's creature, or maybe just have our opponent ping for 2 and we gain 2. So super good there too. We also have 2 Disenchant, so for those weird Ghostly Prison decks, enchantment decks, or maybe some Artifact hate, there's some Disenchant for that. Also some Stony Silence here. This is a 2-mana enchantment. Activated abilities of artifacts can be activated, so if we're up against Affinity, going to help hopefully deal with that as well. And then the last 3 in the deck for the sideboard, we have Leyline of the Void. So if we're dealing up against a control deck or a lot of heavy like flashback stuff, Leyline of the Void is here for that to hopefully deal with those situations in the graveyard. And that is the full 75. Let's go to the deck list here. On MTGO Traders, coming to about 273 in tickets, and in paper about 627. Let's say that's like in the mid range as far as like a modern deck goes. I like it a lot. It's really fun. It's got a lot of new cards from Rivals of Ixalan. Hope you guys like it too. And yeah, let's go to the stream layout here. Hope you guys are excited. There we go. There's the list. I just saw Elliot there. Thought Patrol. What's up, guys? Going to adjust this really quickly. Move my deck list there from my MTG Goldfish. There's my layout. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to have a good day today, I hope, on the stream. Sorry, Magic News. Terran is in NPC mode right now. Yeah, so I started the... I kind of wanted to like shake it up from now on, so I did post this on all the social media, but I'm also going to be doing streams only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So basically a Monday, Modern Monday deck, a Wednesday, a Standard deck, and on Friday we're doing a Fan Friday. We'll probably still do Pauper and stuff and Commander and all that in the near future, but I did want to focus my time on like doing more like kind of deeper videos, deeper dive videos that I think really need like attention, more attention than just doing a deck tech. So I really like doing deck techs, but I kind of wanted to like kind of fold it into the stream because people are here for the stream, for the matches after all anyway. And I think just kind of folding it in on why I picked the cards I did over anything else, and kind of, you know, like taking your guys' questions and stuff like that. So I'm fine with that. MPG Nerd sees donation only. Well, it's nice and blue, you know. Terran's eyebrows were captivated by the vampires. It's true. All right, folds the paper plane and throws it at the teacher. Kevin. I'm scrolling up now to see everybody. Yeah. I feel like this is the equivalent of students chatting in the back of the class while teacher is lecturing. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate that. You're so nice. All right. Yo, Terran, what are your thoughts on the new Saga frame? If you haven't given it them already, just join the stream. What's up, is it Baffled Orange? Baffled Orange? Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a separate video on that, honestly. Just to summarize, bad graphic design is bad. I don't know why they just didn't do a split card, but like the full border. I think that'd be a much better idea. You also have cards like Level Up that have been in the format before, like as creatures, and those are cool too. So I don't know. What was the new Illuminati screen? This is just a green screen here, yeah. Yo, Terran, what are your thoughts? Yeah, we just get right at that. High and lows and punts. Yeah, absolutely. Going to get some soup, and then tear myself because internet turns filthy. Aw. You'll definitely cut that on editing time? Yeah. I caught you, Dalton. So yeah, that means the streams might be a little bit longer than normal, as far as like me doing the deck techs at the beginning of the stream. But I do think it kind of helps as far as like, you know, people are kind of shuffling in kind of late, you know. We can get the deck tech out. We can also talk a little bit within the chat before we start the matches. But yeah, so one of the cards that I thought about bringing here was, of course, Cavern of Souls. And I probably would have replaced those with maybe just the 2 plains, 2 swamps, and maybe added another plain or swamp. I do like Cavern Souls, makes it so your vampires are uncounterable, which is nice. But, you know, very expensive on MTGO. So. Only took 10 minutes. That's true. That's true. Which lands can I, like, Cavern substitute in the list? So yeah, probably some basics, and then maybe some, let's see here, probably some basics. Probably take out 1 Concealed Courtyard, just a fast land. So what I would do if you want to put 4 in here, probably take out 1 plains, 1 swamp, 1 courtyard, maybe a Godless Shrine, and do it like that. That way it's still at 19. You could also just add 1 and then remove like a Destiny here. I think that would work either way. Either way, our mana curve is very, very low at being able to kind of swing in. So really excited to get started on the matches, and I think that's what we're going to do right now, guys. Let's go to Constructed Tournament. White Black. And let's play some rounds. Good morning from New Zealand. It's Tuesday morning here, so you guys are so yesterday. It's true. All my troubles seem so far away. Oh, actually, since Elliot's not here, and this is what I would normally do for him, because, you know, whatever. Got some Fresca, which is nice. Ah, Fresca. Alright, gonna play first? Yes. Fill the future. 1 mana hand, we're gonna mulligan there. Really keen to watch this deck, kicking some butt. Thanks, man. 2 mana hand, we're gonna keep this, like the Aether Vial there. We're gonna keep that. Let's put a Godless Shrine on top and see if our opponent goes with a, actually, we get this to go first. So let's go Aether Vial here. Pass turn. Can cheat out a Gul'Draz and another Gul'Draz next turn. Gotta gift that. Had Vial, that's true, that's true. I just like the ability of having 2 lands in hand at least. Good evening from Switzerland, Philip and Taryn, and everyone else. Actually, my middle name is Philip, so, you know. You're saying good evening to me twice? Okay. Oh, there's an Inquisition. Gonna grab, I would assume, Captivating Vampire here. Let's see what opponent's gonna do. Captivating is the pick there. I don't know why opponent's taking so long to do that. Nice. Gonna go Aether Vial. Gonna say yes. Let's go Godless Shrine coming in tapped. Don't want to worry about any life gain just yet. Pass turn because we can cheat this out on their turn. Alright. Alright, Windswept Heath from opponent. Looks like they're going to go with a pass turn here. We're going to go cheat this out. Say yes. Thank you so much. And kick this up to 2 from now on. I like Concealed Courtyard as well. We're just getting in for 2. Dropping our opponent down to 18 if we can. They'll be dropped down further with Windswept Heath, dropping them down to 17 actually. So I've kept 1 land plus Vile hands a lot with Vile humans, and I'd say about 80%, 85% of the time I get punished with some sort of artifact destruction and no second land for 7 draws. Yeah, that's kind of always my fear, Joey, or last point. If our opponent decided to have any kind of removal whatsoever on that Aether Vial, then we would have just been boned the entire time. So let's do twice. It's in say hi to the New Zealand, yeah. The Kiwi. Oh man, it's crazy because I feel like I want to visit there, obviously, for so many reasons. Just feel like it'd be a nice place to visit. 5 cards, going for a Scholar here. Ooh, interesting. Nice. Yeah, we just have a land in hand. Gonna hit 6 for opponent here. Would like to draw into a Legion Lieutenant. That would be great. Or a Captivating Vampire. Chess, let's go. Opponent tapping out there. We're going to say no. Get into a Marsh Flats. So all we're going to do with Marsh Flats here is just sack that to just hopefully thin our deck a little bit. Going to go for a Plains, that's fine. Could have gone for a Godless Shrine, doesn't really matter at this point. We can attack out if we want to. We would lose 1 creature, so I think we're just going to pass turn. Terran Kiwi Quells. But definitely go to New Zealand over Australia. Uh-huh. They both seem fine. And fun. Isolated Chapel from our opponent here. I like the battle theme music right now. Very nice. Spectral. Okay. So opponent is playing a token strategy. So our sideboard here is probably going to be not as good as we need it to be. Leyline of the Void will most likely be coming in for some flashback stuff. Like Lingering Souls. It'd be cool to do both because, yeah, choose New Zealand. Yeah, they should have known we had a land in hand. They probably just wanted to play this out for the powers coming through in. Okay, they're at 17. Give me a Lord, please. Or a Dust Legion Zealot. That'd be nice. Celestia Highborn's not bad. It's not per se good, though. Thing here is we could have cheated that out and used the blocks here. So I'm going to pass turn here. Opponent has a really wide board state, so we really need to use Highborn here to block a soldier. Take 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're going to swing out here. Going to block a soldier, going to block another soldier, and then pay 1 for the Highborn ability here. Not bad, not bad. Whoops. Yes, thank you. Street Ninja, we played a similar build to this on Fan Friday. Actually, what I did was we did a build that had a bunch of like Gehini and like token producers and stuff. And then I did like an alteration, and then I wanted to do a new stream on it today. I just haven't done it yet, so I just had it on the back burner. Lingering Souls from opponent. Okay. Please something. Destiny's not bad here. We're at 10 though. We're at 9 permanents. If we had left the vampire alive, we would have been able to do something. Opponent can get in for next turn for 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage in the air, dropping us to 3. I think we want to attack with the... Yeah, I think we want to attack with the 2-2 here and see if they want to block. Don't you put me on the back burner. Yeah. So we're not trying to max out the punt counter and subtract it from every correct play. Oh, Kevin. Yeah, 13 there. Again, we can kill this. Opponent might have a path in hand. If they have a path in hand, then I think we're just dead. Duress, nothing. Well, I don't understand why you did that. That's weird. We have no cards in hand. Alright. Yeah, just get in for 7 in the air. No problem. Down to 3. Like Boros vampires. Gotcha. Opponent punt? Yeah. Duress, because he's just showing off right now. That's true. Say no. Drawn to him Marsh Flats. Yeah, we're dead here. Go to 5. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, let's go to concede here. Sideboard. Let's go and get rid of a Radiant Destiny. Let's bring in some Path to Exiles. Trying to think what we want to bring out here. Let's take out 1 vial, bring in a ley line, bring in 2 other ley lines. Want to take out a Zealot and a Highborn here. I feel like the Leyline is not that useful, though, for the situation. We probably want to go with something that's a bit more widespread. Let's see here. Maybe Inquisitions instead of Leylines. What, 9,000? Yeah, drawing 4 lands is pretty rough. There's only 19 in the deck, so getting to a lot of lands like that is not that common. We'll see what happens, though. Let's go to game 2. We're on game 2 here. Let's hit submit and see what happens. See if we can get out a win here and go to game 3. I'd really appreciate that. Let's go first, yes. Opening hand is 2 lands, Bloodghast, Path, Aspirant, and Dust Legion. I think they'll like this a lot. Let's go Concealed and go for Skymarcher. Kevin, I did consider doing something like a Flaying Tendrils in the sideboard. I like after some thought, I took it out, but I do think against this particular matchup, it would be a great idea to bring in some board wipe. The 2-lander classic Mana Screw. Legion's landing from opponent. Interesting. Okay. Concealed Courtyard here from us. We can't attack out this turn because the Vampire would just block. We could Path, but that would mean we can't do anything else. I think what we want to do instead is we want to go Dusk Legion Zealot or Bloodghast here. Let's go Bloodghast here and pass turn. The reason we have Bloodghast here is because we have a land in hand, so if we attack out next turn and they do want to kill the Bloodghast, then we'll just play a land and get Bloodghast back. Stavros, this is Final Fantasy VII soundtrack music, so the original soundtrack. Try and keep it fun. Sculler here is going to grab the Path to Exile. I would assume maybe the Zealot. Highborn is a good card as well to grab, but I think Path is the card they want to get rid of. Yeah. No attacks? Nice. Alright, Highborn is in our hand. I think we go with the Zealot here. Actually, let's go for an attack first. I'm happy to attack in here with this. No blocks. Nice. Go to 14. Let's go main phase 2. Go for a Zealot here. This is for having his house blown up in the background. Yeah. Let's see. Lacerator. Let's go Swamp here and get out a Lacerator. I think that's pretty good. And pass turn. All right, we're playing how the deck should be played now. Pass turn. 5 cards in 1 hand going into 6. Let me see if I can skip this track. It's going. Oh, it's almost over. I'm gonna skip it either way. Yeah. Okay. Plains, not bad. Ooh, Mirrodin Crusader. Path to Exile would have been great to deal with that. Assume no attacks. Let's see if we can get into a push or a path this next turn. Would appreciate it. There's an Aether Vial. Let's go, oops. Let's go Highborn here. Pre-combat. Yeah, I think we attack out this way. Just all in. They can, of course, block 3. Crusader's going to just destroy 1. They probably want to destroy the Aspirant, yeah. Getting for 1 here, giving them the option to kill something. And then we get in for 2, 4. Drop them to 10. And then we pay the 1. Yes. Can't do that for that, sadly. I think that's pretty good, though. What's up, Ninja? Just playing some Black White Vampires. Has everyone seen the, I think someone mentioned this earlier, but has everyone seen the Saga card that just got spoiled from Dominaria? Weird art is weird. 3, 4. Actually, I went to a piece, so I have to sack that. Let's see. Another Crusader, Spectral Procession. Okay. Sure. Getting in for 4, I would assume. Yep. Gonna block this way. So they're gonna give... Okay. I was thinking they would try and give us an option, because this is unblockable. We could block this way. Yeah, I'm not excited about the Saga card itself, but I think the art is just kind of funny. Opponent, they're under 10, so we don't lose any life. Aspirant is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We just go for an attack here. See if the opponent wants to kill any of our creatures. Full Sagas are going to look sick. Roses are red, something else is blue. When the music beat drops, my house drops too. Getting in for 6 here, dropping our opponent down to 2. Wow. Okay. Let's go Aspirant and leave mana open. Again, the Aspirant doesn't have flying at the moment. So they're going to want to path that if they can. They're going to go down to 1. Okay. I think we actually have this one. Actually, big fan of the layout. I think it adds a cool bit of story into the game itself. Nice. Kozilek here. They're going to grab the Vial. Or the Aetherborn. Really depends. That makes sense. Wish the Highborns were legendary. That would have been nice. Could have triggered off of itself. Just getting in for flying damage, I would assume. Ooh, get in for the 1-1? No? Okay, I was about to say, if you get in for the 1-1, then I get to kill you this turn. Are you about to do that? What is happening? Okay, they're going to go for Legion's Landing here. Do you have a Path to Exile for the Aspirant? They have 2 cards in hand. Let's go with the block here. Okay. You go to 2, and then we pay 1, and then you lose, right? What do you have as a response? Okay. Yeah, I'm that meme that has the equations going over me right now. Yeah, that's it. I don't understand why our opponent was just... Okay. Alright. Well, that's fine. Okay. Game 3. Top pick a Lightning Bolt in white. Yeah, that sounds about right, right? I think we want to bring in another Path to Exile here. Bring out a Gul'Draz, and then hit submit. Okay. Will we close this out? I would like to. Two land hand with an Inquisition. Opponent is on the play though, so I'm assuming they're going to Inquisition us first. But we do have a very good hand here. Keep. This is what really gets me is the jagged frame on the numbering on the left of the Saga card is so inconsistent. Although, yeah, there's an Inquisition there. Opponent's actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Through Google Translate. Difficult translating Yu-Gi-Oh! To MPG. I would assume they would want to get rid of either the Inquisition itself or Legion Lieutenant. Both of those cards are a pain in the butt for them. Yeah. Getting rid of the Kozilek there. Concealed Courtyard for us. Let's go Aspirin here. And pass turn. Yeah, Baffled. I'm probably going to, like, graphic design a new card and, like, talk about it in a video. Be like, why don't you do this? Or this? Like, 3 different ways. It just annoys me because we have a mechanic that's, like, similar to that where it has 3 different things. Yeah, grab Legion Lieutenant off that. Let's see if we can get into a Concealed Courtyard. It's not bad. Let's go Highborn here. Opponent will not block this, so we're just going to get in for 2. But we have, like, Level Up in Zendikar, original Zendikar, and that had, like, 3 different sections. And I feel like that would have been, like, the best way to do it. But how he hates wizards. I don't hate wizards. Jesus. Graphic design can be used as a verb. I'm going to graphic design you into oblivion. I've assembled all 5 pieces of the puzzle. And it's just like After Effects, Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, Premiere. Graphic design, obliterate. Okay, we have a Scholar here. Assume they were going to grab the Aether Vial. Going to grab the Highborn. Okay. Legion's landing from opponent. A lot more aggressive this time around. Would love to get into some removal. We have 7 pieces of removal. Form of Adobe Suite 2016. Alright, you willing to sacrifice this Scholar for the Legion Lieutenant? Because I would love to have the Lieutenant back, honestly. Path to Exile. Yeah. Let's go with the Plains here. We're going to go Path here. On the Scholar. This does give them a land, of course. Let's see what they go with. They go with the Plains tapped. Okay. We get the Lieutenant back. Which is nice. Let's get in for 6 points of damage. Not bad, not bad. So your opponent doesn't matter if they win or lose because you're going to graphic design yourself as a winner. Does Highborn give you the high ground? I feel like it does sometimes. Yeah, no blocks for opponent. They're down to 11. 2 cards for opponent. 3 cards now. Do they have the Path to Exile for the Lieutenant? Or push. I'll accept either. I accept salt and change in forms of currency. Let's see here. Path to Exile. There it is. We'll say yes. Sure, we'll grab a Swampy. Keep in mind, Path to Exile exiles doesn't kill, so the Celestia Highborn trigger does not go off. Opponent just cracking in for 3, I would assume. Nope, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Marsh Flats. Let's go with an Aether Vial here. Just get that out. Marsh Flats is fine. Let's sack that, grab a land. Not bad. And then we're just going to swing in for 4. Keep in mind, we want to keep swinging in, and Celestia Highborn helps us do that. So, block with a Vampire here would be fine. We still do 4 points of damage. Sure. That 1 point of damage that they do gain back, so we only do 3 this turn. But we do drop them to 8. Okay. I keep hearing cholesterol Highborn. Calestria. Calestria. Yeah, opponent is playing basically discard, grab, that kind of get deck. Let's see, they grab a token. Sword. Ooh, nice. Making it 2/2, I would assume. Yep. Let's see, we're at 21. Opponent should have attacked in there. Okay, we're going to say yes. Path to Exile here is nice. I would probably path the Sculler. Yeah, we're going to path the Sculler first because we have a really nice chain of events here. So path the Sculler, get back our Highborn, and have the ability to pay 2 mana if our opponent wants to keep Sorin alive. You better take some Sky Marcher Aspirin. Yeah, I keep wanting to say Aspirin as well. Alright. Let's kill Sorin. Or try to. They're gonna block. Wow, okay. I'm gonna say yes. And say yes. Down to 4 here. Not bad, not bad. Closed pit games? Close out games. Okay, gotcha. I think it's fine. I think it really just depends on the matchup you're going up against. Like this matchup had a several bits of removal, Inquisition and Path, as well as the Scullers there. And Tangible Virtue is interesting, turning this into a 3/3 if they want to kill Sorin this turn. Or they want to go wide with, there we go, Flyers. That makes sense. 2/2 Vigilance Flyers. 0 cards in hand. They're going to do Lifelink. They can't do that this turn, though. So we need to try and close out the game if we possibly can this coming turn. Let's say yes. Push in hand. So we can't push a Spirit here. Attack in. The problem here is that if we want to go with a push on something, we could push our own thing, go and drop them to 2, but they're just going to gain 9 next turn because of the lifelink, thanks to Sorin's ability. So we need to figure out a way to get around that. I don't think we can, though. I think our opponent's basically locked us out thanks to the Sorin there. I think we just attack straight out. And then if we hit, we can push our own creature and then we win. This is seeing if our opponent wants to block here. We got to go for it. We want to try it. But I definitely think it's a long shot. Does our opponent not want to block? They do want to block. Okay. Graphic design that fit a push into a win con. So we can do now. We can just push the Spirit that's blocking. Kill that. Our creature's alive the following turn. Zero cards in hand. Yeah, so if we had attacked and they hadn't blocked, we would have won there because we would have attacked for 2, hit 2, dropped them to 2, and then just pushed our own creature, and then paid 1, and then our opponent would have been dead there. But now they're going to get up for 6 as far as attacks. They decide to attack out. 1 card in hand. This does limit them as far as the ability to go for a Legion landing flip. So yeah, they're going to have to plus Sorin again. Okay. Ooh, Zealous Persecution. Ooh, okay. They're going to go up to 8, go to 12. See, we still have the ability there to go with a Bloodghast and crash in with a haste. Yeah, we could have traded there, We would have gotten rid of 2 there instead of 1. But these have vigilance, so I'm assuming our opponent's going to want to try and block again. What's up, Jordan? Feeling I should bloodthirsty today? Oh yeah, we're playing some Black White Vamps. Concealed Courtyard is not the card we want. I think that's probably going to do it for us. We're going to attack in, though, and just see if we want to trade. Again, only 19 lands in the deck. We get to draw one. Opponent letting us hit there. Yep. We just passed turn here. Opponent probably has it now, thanks to the land draw there. God of the Shrine, coming in untapped, or tapped. Plusing Sorin here. Sorin goes off at 6, so... yeah, getting in for 6 here, drop me down to 11. Kevin. This is how a heart breaks! Let's see here, we're going to say no to this. Legion Lieutenant is nice. Of course, we could have got that out with the Aether Hub there. I feel like opponent has no problem with us just attacking in. Now, if we started to attack Sorin, I think that we'd want to block. Let's see if they want to trade here. They have 0 cards in hand, so I feel like no trades. Yep. Let's go with a land play, pass turn. Okay. I drink your milkshake, I drink it up. Oh, man. This is Final Fantasy VII music, so. Getting in for 6, dropping me down to 5, I believe, yeah. Up to 19. See what the draw comes up with. Say no. Another Lieutenant is not bad. Does mean we have kill range between to Sorin here. So let's try and go for Sorin. Now, if our opponent blocks here, I would feel like that's a bad idea, of course, because we do have the ability to gain some life. I think opponent will just let him die, though, because they have the win next turn. Oh, they're going to block? Okay, that's fine. Hey, that's cool by me. Very strange. I feel like opponent should have not done that. They had plenty of life. That was just kind of a, hey, do you want to do that for me? You know, to elongate the match. Seems good, right? Opponent is at 6, so they can go with a ultimate here, or they can just make a 2/2 flyer. We are back up at 9, so we're still in this. I wish I had opponents like this. Stavros, I don't always have opponents like this where they're just kind of not... Oh, they are going to go Emblem! Ooh! Ooh! Each opponent's upkeep, that player sacks a creature. What they draw into? Oh, another sword. That's why they did that. Okay. Good for them. Yeah, we get to get rid of our Legion Lieutenant here. So it's basically out of reach. They did plus there. Gonna say no. Dust Legion Zealot does draw here, so let's go with Zealot. Let's see what we draw into. Gul'Draz, not bad. Opponent is at 21 though. Kevin, did I tie those heartbreaks out for nothing? It's not over till it's over. But I think opponent does have it now, thanks with the emblem here. We're gonna sack the Zealot here. They're gonna make it 4/4. Vigilance Flyer, which is ridiculous. Alright, pass turn. Let's see what we get into. Gonna sack the Zealot here. Say no. Bloodghast. Not terrible. Again, we do not have haste or anything, so neither of these abilities hit here. I want to say it's game. No way to attack out because of the Vigilance Flyer. Please play the soundtrack from the infamous NES game, The Great Waldo Search. Goodness gracious. Yeah, opponent's probably got this one, or has this one. I'm just playing it out. Path to Exile and Bloodghast. We're say yes. Grab a swamp, that's fine. Opponent swings in for 4. Drop us to 4. No attacks? Why no attacks, opponent? What is happening? I'm so confused. Why didn't you attack there? Now I'm just concerned about my opponent's sanity. No. Highborn, it's nice. I think we just keep that in our hand for now. I'm so confused. Our opponent could have won this next turn. Are they waiting for something? Or they're just trying to be silly? Gonna hit 6 for opponent here. Opponent is playing with his food? That's probably true. Probably true. Ah, another intangible virtue, I see. That's what they wanted to do. Yeah, get in for 6. Drop me down to 2. Let's see what we draw here. Lacerator and Highborn. I'm not going to do it. Let's go with a concede here. Ah, well, you win some, you lose some. Let's go to match 2 here. We're going to say loss on 1. Let's rack them up. Is everyone upset about the new wording for Planeswalker / Planeswalker distinction? You're talking about the redirect thing, like where it does, instead of target player or creature, it's target Planeswalker player or creature, correct? What's up, Turk? I'm just concerned about newer players, especially when they get into like the modern format, because all the cards like don't say that, you know. So it's just confusing. 3 lands, Highborn, Bloodghast, Lieutenant. I think okay, take this. We are on the play here, so we're gonna go Concealed Courtyard. Opponent log into 6. Let's go Concealed. Let's go with a Vampire. And pass turn. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what opponent has on turn 1 here. Inquisition. Thoughtseize. You're a modern deck, aren't you? There it is. I totally predicted that. That's true. I just feel like the Distinction Tark is so like out there that it's a bit annoying to deal with. Let's go Swamp here. I do like Zealot now that we get rid of the Lieutenant there. Now that our opponent got rid of the Lieutenant. Hit 6 for that. Remember Mana Burn? Pepperidge Farm remembers Mana Burn. I think it's really nice to distinguish between hexproof of a player, makes it more akin to attacking a Planeswalker, and clarifies ruling. That's my judge perspective. I like the idea, Dalton. I just think that, like, oh, there's a Tarmogoyf there. Let's go for a... Field of Ruin here makes it a little bit more difficult for us. So I think we actually want to get rid of the Stomping Ground, maybe, and slow them down as far as having green and red. We could also go for a Gul'Drazh right after that. So I think that's fine. Just kind of slow them down. They went for black there. Let's go Gul'Drazh and pass turn. Maybe in phase they have a burn spell or a kill spell. They went double black there. Interesting. I feel like he should have gone. Okay, they have green already. Maelstrom Pulse. That sucks. Getting in for 3. That did feed the Tarmogoyf, but I did want to slow them down a little bit as far as their own mana. Lacerator. think we want to go Highborn into Lacerator. And just get in for 1. This does mean that Highborn is probably the target next turn if they have removal. Okay. Skeleton, male or female? Not sure. Wooded Foothill Sack does turn this up, I believe, doesn't it? Blood Crypt down to 12. Bloodbird Elf coming in. There's a push right there. They can just push our Highborn. Yep. No mana to cast that. Okay. This does make a sideboard game plan, the Path to Exiles, and the Leyline of the Voids much more important. Getting in for 7, dropping me down to 9. We're also going to take one for the Lacerator. Goodness, couldn't think of the word. Alright, taking one here. Marsh Flats, Bloodghast, coming in. Can't block, so they can crack in for 7 next turn, and if they have anything else, they win. Let's get in for 2, drop them down to 10, so at least we don't do the 1 point of damage from the Lacerator. Does give Bloodghast haste, though, which is nice. Okay. 3 cards in hand, 10 mana available, or 10 life available. Yo, Tyranny made this deck, or has someone sent it? So, Samuel, this was originally, not this deck per se, but there was a deck that was submitted for Fan Fridays. Ooh, Liliana there. And, okay. Yeah, we're dead. We can go with a Bloodghast Sack. Get in for lots of damage. Block the 4. Go to 6, go to 2. So there was someone who submitted a black-white vampire list that I played on stream, but did not really like it that much. And yeah, we're going to use the ability there. Bring it back. And pass turn. I'm at 1. And I decided to play around with it. Legion's Lieutenant here is not bad. Let's see. Get him for 6, drop him down to 4. We're dead though, right? There's really nothing we can do. If we had some form of life gain, it would have been better. Let's go to Concede here. But I altered it a little bit and then running it today. Let's get in Leyline of the Void. Let's get in Path to Exile. Inquisition is probably fine as well. Let's get out Radiant Destiny. Let's get out a Push. Let's get out 1 Vial. I think we want to get out 1 Lacerator. 1 Zealot. Highborns are fine. Well, probably 1 Highborn. 2 more. Let's get 1 Gul'Draz. And another Lacerator. I think that's fine. Let's see what we can do here. Well, I know board wipes. I did have board wipes in the initial build, but I took them out as my matchups were not having to deal with board wipes very much. Play first? Yes. But board wipes are fun too. And no Vampire Nighthawk. Aether Vial on turn 1. I think that's pretty good, right? Opponent mulliganed to 6 there. We do not have an Inquisition, so we're probably going to get Inquisitioned, and the Path is probably going to be the first thing to go. We'll see what happens though. Let's go Concealed Courtyard. Go Aether Vial. Pass turn. I like Nighthawks a lot because of the lifelink, of course, and the flying, and the death touch. Just, you know, it's just the triple threat. It's very, very good. I just didn't like the 3 mana it was needed to use it. Blood Crypt. Let's see. Inquisition. There it is. Gonna grab, I would assume Path. Probably Path. Lieutenant would be the other pick there. Wow, they went with Lieutenant. So that tells me that they either have a Thoughtseize or another Inquisition in hand. We're gonna say yes. Got into a Plains here. Which does mean that Bloodghast is slow on the play. Let's go with a Plains. Pass turn. The problem with vampires is they don't have 1 mana acceleration, 2 good utility cards, and 3 cheap disruption cards. Well, I mean, you have cards like Path, of course, Inquisition of Kozilek, and then like for card draw, you have like Dust Legion Zealot, things like that. I think that's fine. I do think having to deal with a Bloodbraid Elf, though, is really difficult for a lot of decks right now. So I see a lot of people going into the list where they're building out a basically a control deck, like disallowing the Cascade ability. Forest here. 2 mana. Brutality? Ooh, Engineer Explosives, okay. Interesting. Say yes. Marsh Flats is also decent. Let's go with a swamp here. Say no for now. Could have actually got that out this turn. That's fine, whatever. Let's just play. I was wanting to do that on our opponent's turn, but it doesn't matter. Opponent has 6 cards in hand. Let's see. Having all their mana basically is annoying. I feel like for Vamps, Mardu might be the way to go, and cashing in on some or good Vamps from OG Innistrad block. Oh yeah. I think I'll definitely revisit a Boros list for Boros Vamps. I think Boros is really fun. Mardu could be fun. I think the mana base would just be really expensive as far as making it work. But we'll see what happens. Overgrown Tomb from opponent. Going to 15. Gonna go for Liliana, the last hope here. Yeah, gonna kill Bloodghast. We have lands though, so we're fine. Just Doomblade everything. Okay, opponent playing a much more control route this game. We're gonna say no. Captivating is not bad. Liliana can't kill Captivating. So I think we want to go Plains here. Get back Bloodghast. Get out Captivating. And then hold up a Path here. Pass turn. So Liliana can't kill either one of these now. But they can bolt, which is fine. And now Liliana can kill. Gotcha. Alright, alright. Scavenger Ooze. We're going to go Path like immediately on that. Love OG Innistrad at my home plane. I think it was the professor on his Twitter was like, yeah, if we could just like just go back to like original Innistrad, that'd be great. Field of Ruin here from us. Like instead of doing like a Masters 25, they should just do like original Innistrad reprint. Field of Ruin on their turn probably is a good idea. But if they untap, they can go for a Bloodbraid Elf. Let's try for a Field of Ruin here. Just grab a Plains is fine. They went with a Swamp there. I like it more when Lightning Bolt said it deals 3 damage to 1 target. Even artifacts? Yeah, they're going to kill the Gul'Drows. That's fine. Stomping Ground's coming in. They're going to take it. Yeah, here comes the Bloodbraid Elf. Trying to slow them down a little bit, but they already had a dual land in hand. So, Inquisition. So they did whiff on that, which is nice. Sadly, we cannot block, though. But if we get Liliana up to ultimate ability, it won't matter. Yeah, getting in for 3 here. Alright, Aether Vial, we're going to say no. Getting with a Dust Legion Zealot here. Yes. Zealot, lose a life. Godless Shrine, say no. I think we just keep Liliana down here. Innistrad is not good for the Cosmic Hearth. You mean, oh, for like Shadows over Innistrad and Eldritch Moon? Yeah, that was not that fun to me either. I assume they're going to kill, yeah, the Zealot here, so no blocks. They get in for 3, we go to 12. 3 cards in opponent's hand. Not terrible. Engineer Explosives, again, is another thing we have to worry about. Say no. Waiting on opponent here. It's Blonde Dev from MTG. No, this is Terran from MTGO Traders. Highborn here. Whoops, that is the wrong way to go about that. Let's go Highborn. Let's get 2 more at Liliana. Let's see if opponent wants to go with Engineered Explosives this turn. They're considering it, I assume. There's a bolt to the Highborn, okay. No problem. Sure. Get in for 2 against Liliana here. Unless opponent has another burn spell. They're just going to go Engineer Explosives, I got you. Alright. Pass turn. Yeah, this is the very difficult matchup thanks to the Bloodbraid Elf here. Explosives is also very good. Yes, I know that, Josh. Getting in for 3, not bad. Say no. Push on the elf here. Can't do anything just yet with that. Just pass. Just realized Sorin is still trapped in a big rock. Yeah, kind of sad. I love Sorin. I feel like he should be free. Get out of the rock, Sorin. Treetop becoming a 3/3. Getting in for 6, dropping us down to 5 again. Very similar to how last game went. Except with, instead of this one, the village, it was the 2 Bloodbraid Elves. Going to 7 with Liliana. Another treetop village. If we don't hit anything, we're probably just dead. Say no. Aspirant. Yeah, we probably want to push the tree next turn. Sorin is your favorite planeswalker? Nice! Yeah, kill the Aspirant here. 3 cards in hand. They have mana to do both. Looks like they do, yeah. And that's game. We could go the push on one of those, but it doesn't matter. Let's go play. 2 rounds lost. Whoa. Let's try again. Shadows was a great world-building block for Innistrad. Eldritch Moon felt forced for more Eldrazi. Yeah, Jack, I really agree with that. Really not a fan of Eldrazi in general. Like, whenever Rise of Eldrazi happened, there was just a ton of really fun cards in the format with Zendikar that you really just, like, were like, I mean, they're okay. They're really overpowered, but they're still fun. But whenever Eldritch Moon happened, it was just like, come on. We're going to go with a keep here, I think. Yeah, let's go with a keep here. See if opponent doesn't have a turn 1 Inquisition. We keep going up against opponents who turn 1 Inquisition us. Yeah, there's a Steam Vince. Not bad. Dusk Legion Zealot. Let's update this. We're on game match 3 here. Courtyard, go into a Goldraz. Pass turn. Okay. Taryn just said he loved Eldritch Moon. Nope, do not. What are your thoughts on the Pardu aggro vampires? Lots of 1-mana creatures removal with lords. Kind of a merfolk type deck. I might like look into that, Jack, for sure. Probably in a future video or future stream. I do like the idea of going Mardu with this list. I think the ability of having red in here really helps a little bit as far as card draw. Okay. Baral here. Okay, this is a Storm. Let's see. Marsh Flats, Godless Shrine. I think we want to go with Swamp, Lieutenant. Pass for now. Final Fantasy playlist is amazing. Yeah. Let's see what happens if our opponent's Storm deck goes off this turn. We also have Leyline of the Void in the sideboard here for us for the Storm deck, so should be fine. Werewolves let me down. That flipping not fun on paper Magic. Yeah, I agree. I feel like the Shadows over Innistrad and the Eldritch Moon like werewolves were all terrible though. Like they were just not as explosive as they were in original Innistrad. Like that's why like original werewolves were so much fun, is that they were just ridiculously explosive. So we have Radiant Destiny here. I think we go for that, honestly. That way we can go make these 3/3s, be able to attack in, see if they want to burn a spell on one of our creatures. They do have 2 mana up here, so okay. Does anybody else hit the gym in the middle of the day? I used to, JD, but I'm now going into the afternoons. However, afternoons are the worst time to go because it's the most busy. But it's like the most convenient for like a regular person. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 permanents on the battlefield. Gonna go with probably Marsh Flats into a Highborn and Zealot this coming turn. Unless opponent goes off this turn. Which is probably the case. We'll see what happens. All 4 tribes of Innistrad were great back in the day. Humans, zombies, werewolves, and vamps. Okay, here we go. Here's Manamorphose. Terran, could you perhaps make a modern legal werewolf/wolf deck? Samuel, I'll try. Their deck is just really slow, but we can still try and see what happens. The problem with werewolves is their color combination is... Well, I guess now that we have Bloodbraid Elf, it might be a bit better. Alright. See what opponent's going to pick here. They have 1 mana floating and 4 on the field. Spirits. We did Spirits last week. And we didn't even go up against a Storm deck. Today is our first time going up against a Storm deck in like weeks. Weird. Yeah, Bloodbraid can flip your transform werewolves. Yeah, they rely too much on your opponent not casting spells. Agreed. Okay. I assume we want to get rid of Noxious Revival and Grape Shot here. Just to make sure that they don't... Making them having to draw into their pieces instead of gifts and giving it. We'll see what happens though. Okay, another Manamorphose. Playing its Storm is the worst. When dragons block again, a Tarka needs to feed. Dude, I love dragons Tarkir. That was a fun block. Khan's Tarkir block, yeah. Pyretic Ritual. 4 mana now. Storm counts at 6. Another ritual there. 6 mana floating, 7 mana, or wait, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, mana available to them. 2 cards in hand. Past in Flames is now a card they can use. Okay. Which is where Storm or Lantern? Definitely Storm, Josh, because Lantern takes at least 3 turns to get going. Spider. Lantern Crest are still playing Solitaire, just for a bit longer. I just don't like, to me, Storm is much more explosive and harder to deal with if you don't have just the right draws. Lantern is at least beatable because it's artifacts, so if you just have artifact removal, you're fine. Yep. Storm count 9. Just gonna hit 6 here for opponent while they do their thing. Tarkir was the last time I really loved Standard. I mean, you also had stuff in the cons block like Siege Rhino, things like that. Storm counts at 6, or 10, not 6. The Storm there, when they pass in flames with rituals in the graveyard, you know it's over. Yeah. Pretty sure it's over now, but yep, going up to 6. Storm count 11. Sometimes they whiff though, and it's always fun to see that happen. I mean, it's fun to watch Storm work because it's like this interesting kind of combination of like luck mixed with like just the right amount of cards and kind of shuffling your deck the right way. Passing Flames being really nice for your graveyard. I do like how a Storm operates. It's just like, it's totally unfun to play against on MTGO itself. Yeah, Lantern needs a lot more pieces. Yeah, Gifts Ungiven here. Yeah, Storm is surprisingly consistent, which is the reason I think it's the more, like, bigger threat than Lantern. Lantern just requires a much higher level of play. It requires a lot of pieces to get together. There's a lot of, like, sideboard tech you can use to get rid of it. Of course, Leyline of the Void for us in Game 2 with this particular matchup is probably going to be really painful for them. So, let's see, Past in Flames. Sure. Opponent has it now. So we're going to concede, go to sideboard. Alright, let's go Leyline. Let's go Inquisition. I like Brutality here as well. Let's get rid of Path. Let's get rid of one Captivating Vampire. The 1-drops are great here for us. Let's get rid of one Aether Vial. One Highborn. Get rid of 3 more cards. Probably another Bloodghast. And one Zealot. Let's get rid of 2 Zealots here, actually. Sure. I did like Nocturnus a lot. I definitely think that probably is a card we wanted to keep in here. Play first? Yes. 1 mana hand with a Field of Ruin. We do have a bunch of 1-drops, though. I think we can try for this. Since Field of Ruin can help us cheat out, or the Aether Vial can help us cheat out these 1-drops. Let's go Field into Aether Vial. Pass turn. Okay. Vial, yes. Yes. Sure. Brutality, not that great. Pass here. Yeah, we definitely will try a Mardu list and probably a red, white list, a Boros list. We'll see what happens, though. Planning an island, getting out, I would assume. Okay, Electromancer, not bad. Let's go with a Lacerator here. Sure. I think we can take it to 2 here for a Lieutenant. Yes. Drawing into a push here. Let's go Lieutenant. Get in for 3. Not getting into mana here is really hurting us. Would have wished for this card to be black and not just colorless. Down to 17. Let's see if we can get anything else by next turn. What's up, Versus? Hope you're having a good day, man. Let's go Steam Vents. Okay. Passing turn. Say okay and say no. Bloodghast, okay. Let's go with a Dust Legion Zealot here. We're going to do this on main phase because we want to try and draw a land off this. Please? Alright. Oh, man. Our problems the last couple of matches have been that we've been getting mana flooded. This one we're getting mana screwed. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if they have the pieces. Yeah, Gifson Given is an instant, so we got to adhere to that. Okay. Passing Flames, of course. Grape Shot. I do think we want to throw Passing Flames and probably the Ritual into the graveyard. Just to give them a bit harder time at getting everything. But we'll see what happens. Again, playing against Storm is if we don't get anything by turn 3 or 4, then opponent has the game. Probably should have mulliganed for the Void as well. This is, Anonymous, this is Final Fantasy 7 music. Could have also gone Passing Flames into the Revival. This does mean, though, that Bloodghast can come in swinging if opponent whiffs. We're going to hit 6 to pay that respect. This music is tearing on recorder track number 3. Oh, man. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. Yo, what's up, Taryn in chat? I love Twilight Prophet. How many in the main? None in the main. This is modern. But I think we might revisit Vampires in Standard in the near future. This week we're going to do the Hapatra Golden Guardian deck for Wednesday. So, of course, I haven't said this since the beginning, but if you guys aren't aware, I'm reducing my streaming schedule to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just trying to focus on some other stuff while I make good content for the channel. So I like streaming. I just think that being able to make some really fun content is a little bit more important to me at the moment. I think Mono Black Vamps is probably the best. Is probably better in Modern. I hear you. There's a lot of different ways you can build Vamps, obviously. The Innistrad Vamps that come in Boros colors, or red, are nice. You don't like the Skymarcher Aspirant, Josh? The 2-1 that turns into a 2-1 flyer? I like that card a lot. As far as that, I think Dust Legion Zealot's also doing, kind of fulfilling the same role that Silvergill Adept is doing. Drawing us some cards. I do think losing 1 life, though, is a kind of a sucky. But I do agree that Lieutenant is probably not as good, so... Card is awful in Modern. Field of Ruin, basically just here to kill some man lands while also giving us some lands. Gifts Ungiven. Yeah, they're going to go off here. Storm count is at 10, by the way. Barely playable in Standard. Josh, so rough on cards, man. What kind of content will we do? I want to do some kind of tutorial content, basically, like how to play Magic online. That's awesome. Also wanted to do some fun content, like more centered around specific angles. I don't really know. I've got a lot in the oven right now that I really want to kind of work on. Would like to do kind of stuff that's a little bit more in depth, as far as writing an article and kind of making that into a video. I think that'd be really fun. Just making it more about kind of Magic as a whole instead of just doing deck techs. Don't reduce your streams. Yeah, okay. Yep. It doesn't matter what we throw into the graveyard here. Set reviews. Josh, I tried to do the set review for Ravos of Ixalan. Kind of like ran out of steam halfway through it. I will definitely try again with Dominaria for sure. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll definitely be happening. A set review from casual fan perspectives would be great. Thanks. Oh, man. Yeah, for 11 here. Remand. Okay. There's the damage. You're one of my fave streams. Hopefully you can pick up more in the future. I appreciate that, MTG. MT Space G. I try to keep it really casual on the streams, obviously, and you know whenever us play. Now the rest are exactly Pro Tour players. Josh, come on, come on. You know you're like a Moonlight Pro Tour player. You just like to come in here and harass me. Metamorphose. Just waiting on an opponent to kill me this turn because I'm just gonna let them actually kill me this turn. Because we scooped last turn. We want to give them the satisfaction of actually winning. Because it's Storm. Because playing Storm on MTGO basically means that you play until turn 4 and then you start to go off and then your opponent scoops. So, which happens. Yeah, there's Grape Shot for 16. And there you go. That's game. Gonna give him the old Z's on the chat. And then that's it. You should make an event where we all play for Starships on an island. Yes, exactly. Alright, let's go for another round here. Not doing too hot on the stream today. Thanks to Parker, appreciate that. Play first? Yes. Let's see, 2 lands, Aspirant, Vampire, Lacer. I think this is fine. Let's go with a keep. God, the Shrine does ping us for 1 though, or 2. When do you plan on streaming till? So basically, we do 5 matches. I did start the stream today with a deck tech, so we're going a little bit slower than normal. Pass turn. Midstream deck tweak. Let's do it. Spire of Industry. Let's see what we want to go for here. Probably just a Plains. Do we just go Zealot here? I think that's what we want to do. Will you still do deck techs on future sets? Absolutely, MTG, for sure. It might just be bundled into the stream like I did today. But I'm definitely planning on not dropping any of that kind of stuff. I just want to kind of give myself some more time to be able to make some more kind of higher end videos. Love the city in Final Fantasy VII. The military parade is pretty funny. Yeah. Darksteel Citadel looks like Affinity. That's it, Bowen. Can you imagine Wizards creating Grape Shot like 1 damage with Storm? What's the worst that could happen? Chalice for 1. Hit 6 for opponent. Highborn, Field of Ruin here. Try and kill Darksteel Citadel. Could get rid of Spire of Industry here, but I think we just want to go with... Yeah, I think that's what we want to do, actually. Let's go for a Swamp here. You're going to write an article about Jank. That would be fun, actually. Video with like a lot more editing, Elliot. Like a video like I did with the Is MTGO Worth It, where it's got a lot of stuff edited within it. And it's a bit longer, more long-winded. With like, you know, After Effects stuff on top of it and all that kind of stuff. I like making more introspective type videos. Repeal from opponent. Getting in for 1. Dropping to 17. And we'll just play out the Lacerator. Pass. Okay. Ooh, Reservoir. Okay. Interesting for modern. Do lose 1. Cultivating Vampire here is actually pretty nice. I think that's what we go for. Get it for 5. Make a what if where you ask things like, what if Golden Queen of Baby? What if Wizards of the Coast printed cards that was not on crappy paper? What if people were happy with Modern Masters 25? What if? Oh, is it eggs? Is that what's happening? Third node, okay. Okay. Astral, Mox Opal coming in. Opponent is at 18 now. Radiant Destiny. I think we just go with Destiny here. We're doing what we're doing, and they're doing what they're doing, so I think we just continue to crack in. Getting in for 10, dropping them to 8. What if they made spells good again? Oh, dream big. How many ticks did this deck cost? It's about... Can't remember off the top of my head right now. About 260 tickets. Not too bad. HP and MP for sword. Hard drive? You said HD. Alright, 3 cards in hand. Let's see. We got a Seachrome Coast. The opponent looks like they don't have the egg combo yet, so they're going to go sideboard. Let's bring in some removal here. Do we want to board out Fatal Pushes completely here? I feel like we do. They bring in Acquisitions. Just depending on what this matchup is here. Get rid of Nether Vial, get rid of a Zealot, and a Highborn. I think we're probably good. Let's see what we can do this next match, or next game. Let's see. What a mulligan here. I think you guys are dreaming way too big for Wizards. Baby steps. Background checks. Oh, man. Let's see here. We have a 1-lander. Aether Vial. This is a little bit better because of Marsh Flats here with the ability to scry. Yeah, that's on top. That's fine. How do I feel about Saga cards? I mean, it's an interesting idea. I feel like they should have just done, like, the same layout that they did for the level up cards in, let's go with the Plains here. Go Aether Vial. They should have done the same layout as they did with the level up cards from Zendikar block. I do think that the weird like side-by-side art and the awkward left-aligned text is just, it just looks bad. Honestly. It just doesn't look good to me. It just looks kind of, I don't know, not very professional. Now, if they just turn the card completely sideways, if they needed to put a bunch of extra text, I think that might have been fine. But the way they did it, it just doesn't work that well. Say yes. Let's go with a Aspirin here. Pass turn. Once we get to 2, we can start getting out some creatures. I say reprint some older fun mechanics, stop creating new mechanics, at least one set. I mean, I feel like that's probably what the core sets will start doing, but we'll see what happens. I honestly think that they should just start, you know, coming back to the old sets and trying to make sure that they can continue to give us stuff. I like the scroll idea behind the art. I think it's like okay. I just think that it's just too much going on for my taste. I kind of like the boxy look. It's nostalgic. Flanking should come back. Gotcha, going to 3 here. Monastery Swift Mentor. I almost said Swift Spear. Mentor coming in. Another Mentor coming in. Probably would have been good to keep our pushes and bring in Path to Exiles. Just thought the deck was a bit different. Say yes. I think we want to go with just a lieutenant here. Attack in and see if they want to block. I doubt it though. Yeah. I'm not sure. This is the comments are calling this the eggs combo. I'm not very familiar with this combo deck. When they keep printing new complicated mechanics, I feel like it scares away new players. I do think it's very overwhelming, especially with the energy mechanic back when Kaladesh was new, because that mechanic was going over my head initially. I mean, I got over it, but I was still just like, what? I mean, like Yu-Gi-Oh style? Like actual counters? I mean, even before that, we had the meld mechanic, which was literally just putting 2 cards on top of each other. That was kind of insane. Another Mentor coming in. This is going to be crazy when they cast on creature spell. 4 of them? All 4? Wow. Where's Maelstrom Pulse when you need it? Let's say no. And then yes. Marsh Flats, not bad. Let's go with the Marsh Flats sack here. Let's get rid of, or get a swamp in. I think we go Disenchant with the Ever-Flowing Chalice here. Either that or Stony Silence. Yeah, I think we go Stony Silence here. Although it does turn off our Aether Vials, doesn't it? That's a pun on my part. That's my fault. Let's get in for 5. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I was like too deep in the tank there. Oh man, that's funny. We get one more game if we lose this one. Not a big deal. Hard playing a lieutenant next turn isn't too bad. Grape Shot, okay. I'm not a modern or standard player. Kind of wish they'd print abilities like Storm and Dredge and Commander products. Let me have fun being degenerate. Yeah, 13 here. Getting in for 12 to 1. Marsh Flats here. I think we're just dead, right? See, all we can do here is we can play out the Highborn. We disenchant Stone Silence here. There's really nothing we can do except have blocks. So yeah. But we can't block all of it, so we're just going to have to concede. Go to game 3. Game 3. Alright. Definitely think Path needs to come in here. Brutality might be okay. Over the Inquisitions. What's up, Kai? Let's check out the Destiny here. And 1 Zealot. 3 losses. That's fine, Kai. Again, having some fun with it. More plane chase if we made MTG feel more real. After all, we are planeswalkers. That's true. I do like the idea of plane chase. Why is Final Fantasy Victory music playing when you have not one around? It's just on a playlist, Dan. Just on a playlist. Play first, yes. 2 lands. Aspirant, 2 decent chance. Let's keep this. Opponent getting all 4 copies of their monk there was insane. There is a Humber in Dominaria, which is cool. Let's go Marsh Flats. I like planes here. Let's go Aspirant. Pass turn. Private Entry. What's up, Zaka? Opponent going for a Barabbas Purse. Godless Shrine. We'll say yes. Let's see. Okay. I think we want to go Aspirant and Vampire this turn. And then just get in for 2. MPGO needs badly an overhaul. The layout, is that what you're talking about? The UI? Okay, Surge Node. No land draw for turn? Okay, we got the... I think we want to go Shrine, coming in tapped. Disenchant. Deciding whether or not we want to use the Disenchant just yet. It is instant speed, so we can use it on their turn. How do you feel about them using a different card frame for Legends and Dominaria? Are they? I haven't seen them yet, William. That might have just happened. Yeah, Lilith, I kind of just brought it in there for the fun of it, for Radiant Destiny. I do think the card is too slow. Probably, just at the beginning of the stream, I talked about putting in just the path over the Radiant Destiny. I think that's probably fine. Yeah, Surge Node here. Josh, opponent's doing stuff. I don't really know what opponent's doing, honestly. Let's go with that Disenchant here. Opponent didn't get into much mana, so I think that's the reason. Gonna go with a Disenchant on the Astral Cornucopia. Marsh Flats is fine. Grab a Swamp. Let's go Highborn. We have another Disenchant up. Let's get in for 5 here. Very nice. Alright, opponent has 1 turn. What do you get into? Is that game? Opponent said too late on the comments for Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure opponent is dead now, so. Let's see what it's going to do here. Oh, and the release notes? I got you, William. I just haven't seen them yet. I thought they had maybe been previewed already. Let's just go for an attack here and see what happens. Can't pay a life for something. Maybe kill the vampire here with the path. Or push. Barabbas Purse, okay. Yeah, they have 1 more turn here. Thoughts on Mox Amber? That's alright. We might see it being included in another affinity deck of some sort. Yeah, great for Super Friends. I think that's probably the place it's going to be. Repeal here for opponent. They're going to go with a Disenchant on the Briber's Purse. I think that's fine because we can just Disenchant on their instep. So we're just going to pass turn here. They're at 1 though. Seachrome Coast. Can opponent do anything here? Just replay. Okay, Mentor here. And that's it. Okay. I was like, what's happening? So 1 and 3. Let's see if we can go with a 2-3 today. Put a Mox Amber in your Atraxa Commander deck. Really hope they don't use a design similar for the Sagas on those legendary frames. I agree, Zach. I hope it's not looking like that. One, they just look ugly on a first glance. They're also very kind of difficult to read. I think we want to keep this for the push and the push. That's about it, honestly. I want to mulligan this, honestly. We are on the draw, though. Lots of double black is what makes this a hand that's not that great. It's mulligan here. Well, I guess land was better than no land, huh? Let's go with another mulligan. That's fine. We'll keep that. Sure. My deck was like, you want no land? I understand. Opponent's going to go with Thoughtseize. Assuming they're going to grab the Fatal Push there. Or the Aether Vial, not the Fatal Push. Did Chandra live? I saw she was in the next set. I thought only Jace made it out of our. Not sure. I don't really keep up with the story myself. It's kind of trite and boring. Don't quote me on that. Let's go with this Swamp Pure Pass turn. Hit 6 for opponent. Tap land for the Treetop Village. Captivating. Let's go Field of Ruin into a Dusk Legion Zealot here. Draw a card, lose a life. Another swamp would be nice, or a dual land for a Captivating Vampire next turn. But if they just kill this with a bolt, then this won't be a 2-2. Yeah, there's a push there. Never mind. Drawing into a Zealot again. Okay, that's fine. Pass turn. Hit 6 for opponent. Okay. We're in a Catacomb Sack. Trying to figure out what this deck is right now. Or are you just Jund good stuff? Hoping for more masterpieces. I really like the bling. Treetop Village. Concealed Courtyard is nice because it comes in untapped. I think we're going to go with Dusk Legion Zealot here. Hold open the Courtyard. Draw a card. Hold the Fatal Push available to us. We could go Lacerator, but I think we want to hold a push open for the Treetop Village. I feel like opponent's probably going to want to lay a land, kill our Zealot, and then get in for 3. Another Inquisition. I'm assuming they're going to get rid of the Captivating Vampire here. We have 2 pushes in hand, though. This does slow them down a little bit. Every Gatewatch member made it out alive. They emergency planes walked away. Gotcha. Captivating Vampire. Going to the graveyard. To the graveyard. 4 cards in hand. Do you not have a secondary land for the Treetop Village? I assume now that you know we have Fatal Pushes in hand, you wouldn't do that. Bloodstained Mire Sacrifice, okay. Have you ever tried sitting in a video to be on the command? Show them a favor. On the command zone, okay. I have not, no. Yeah, let's go with the push here on the Treetop Village. Three cards in opponent's hand. Gonna hit 6 for them now. Okay, Marsh Flats is not bad. Let's go with a sack on Marsh Flats. Grab a white mana. Let's go Lacerator. Let's get in for 1. Just peeled 20 lands off my top 25 cards. Gotta love MTGO. Jeez. It happens. The shuffler's not perfect. I feel like the shuffler is truly random, which means that it's always like kind of shuffling. And so when it gives you stuff, sometimes it's not what you want at all. Okay. 4 cards in hand, 3 in hand now. Played a Blackleaf Cliffs. Looks like opponent might be stalling a little bit. I think we go with the Field of Ruin here on a Blackleaf Cliffs. Managed to rip 9/9 mountains from my Ponza deck in 10 turns. Nice. Okay. I think we just grab a swamp here. Does the opponent want to use the red or black from that? Yeah, bolts to the face. Fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's just grab a black mana here. We do lose a life because our opponent is at 15. And we draw into a land, of course. Let's go with an attack for 3 here. Drop our opponent down to 12. And pass turn. Would have liked to not draw a land that turn. That was the reason we cracked the Field of Ruin. Overgrown Tomb from opponent. 3 cards in hand. Looks like a pass from them as well. Aspirant is not bad. Not great being in the mid game here. Let's get in for 3, drop him down to 9. Right now, at least we won't be able to take the 1 point of damage from the Lacerator. Assuming opponent's going to be playing out a Bloodbraid Elf this turn. Favorite colors to play Magic? Probably blue or black of some sort. More of a Dimir player myself. I like all the colors, honestly. They're all good in different ways. Bloodstained Mire. Sacrificing that. Going to 8. Maybe possibly just thinning their deck for Bloodbraid Elf here. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 pieces of permanents on the battlefield for the Ascend mechanic for Aspirant. Stomping Ground, okay. Coming in untapped. Okay, so they're going to 6. Interesting. Maybe a Goyf and a Bloodbraid Elf? 2 cards in hand. Or does the opponent want to play... We only do 5 points of damage, taking them to 1. Yeah, there's Bloodbraid Elf. Knew that was coming. Gonna grab an Abrupt Decay. Okay. So they're going to Abrupt Decay probably the Lacerator or the Aspirant, and we're going to Fatal Push the Bloodbraid Elf. Sure. We do lose a permanent, making Fatal Push able to kill 4 mana cost creatures. Or, yeah, there we go. Very nice. 1 card in hand. Is it a Goyf? Show me the Goyf. I assume it is. There it is. 5/6 Goyf. Okay. Top deck a push. That'd be nice. Lieutenant, not bad. Still get in for 2 here. They could replace Aspirin with a 2-drop in this deck. Probably 1 Gifted Aetherborn or Glintsleeve. I know Glintsleeve isn't a vampire, but this deck needs some draw. The final boss. Man. Alright, they're down to 4. We're at 9. What do they top deck? Do they want to attack? Looks like a no. Bloodghast with haste. Alright. This is probably game unless the opponent has a burn spell in hand. If they do... The goal here would be to kill the lieutenant. Yeah, Kolaghan's command blowout. It's kind of what I was expecting. Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. Sideboard. Alright. Let's get out Radiant Destiny. Do you think Inquisition is good here? Path is decent. Use Bravura. Leyline of the Void could possibly come in here to help weaken a Tarmogoyf, but I think we probably want to go with Collective Brutality instead. Let's get out 6 cards here. Maybe check out the 1 Gul'Draz, 2 Gul'Draz, 1 Aspirant, 1 Bloodghast, 2 more, 1 Vial, 1 Highborn. I think it's probably okay. Could have brought in the Leyline. We'll see what happens though in game 2. So is it guaranteed that tomorrow's Twitch stream is happening, or is that not set in stone? Made it sound like it's for sure on Discord. Zach, I'm gonna try and make sure that happens. Wanted to make sure that everything was lined up and good to go for me, though. Courtyard, 2 pushes. Opponent is on the draw. Or on the play, so I'm assuming an Inquisition from opponent, so... It's just like, if I keep this hand and they Inquisition me, then they just take the path. Or they take the push, one of the two. It's almost good to keep this. But I think we want to mulligan here. Just trying to mull it over. 3 removal spells in hand is awesome. So being able to deal with path for the Bloodbraid Elves, and then being able to deal with the Tarmogoyfs with the pushes. It's just that if we don't get a land off the top, then we're just dead. So it's a little bit harder of a play. I think we want mulligan. Yeah, this is a little bit better with Inquisition in hand. Gul'Draz on top, sure. Alright, let's see if opponent has an Inquisition in hand. Do you just grab my Inquisition? Oh, you have a tap land. Nice. So we want to go Concealed Courtyard into Inquisition here. Scavenging Ooze, Liliana. I want to say Liliana here is the pick. Pass turn. Zaka. Inquisition from opponent, just a top deck there. They would probably just get the Aether Vial here. Or Captivating. I feel like Aether Vial's a little bit more threatening to them right now as far as what they have in their hand. Could be wrong, though. Yep, Aether Vial. Terms of Service is TOS. Jancevik. Hitting 6 for opponent here. Ooh, okay. Let's go with a Plains here. I think we want to go Legion Lieutenant. Pass turn. trying to decide what game I should play tomorrow on Twitch though, because like I have like Overwatch of course, and like I have Dragon Ball FighterZ on my PC. Haven't really played online at all on the PC version. I've been playing a lot on the PS4 though, but I need to see if I can get my PS4 controller to work on my PC. I haven't really figured that out yet. I have a play stick or a fight stick, but I just packed it away. So, gonna try and see if I can make my PS4 controller work. They may have a hookup at GameStop somewhere. You played Slay the Spire? I haven't played Slay the Spire just yet, Josh. Kolaghan's Command. Ooh, okay, let's go with a... Oh, man. Kolaghan's Command here sucks. Okay. So, we either get rid of Captivating Vampire or we get rid of Gul'Draz. I think we want to get rid of Gul'Draz here. The problem, though, is that it gives our opponent 2 creatures in the graveyard. My friend has been playing Slay the Spire, and he's dumped like, I don't know, like 40 hours into it. It's fun. It looks fun. Just haven't had time myself. Godless Shrine coming in here untapped. We're going to go Captivating. And then we're passing turn. Opponent's been top decking some heat. So let's see if we can at least have a creature stick for a turn. Would appreciate that. 3 cards in hand. Going to go with the Ooze. Bloodbraid Elf? Okay. Insane. Just so much explosive value from opponent. Yep, getting in for 3. We want to take it this turn. Okay. Vampire from here. Let's go with a Dust Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Let's see if we can get into some removal for that Tarmogoyf. Got into Bloodghast. Not exactly removal. Let's pass here. So what we can do here is we can either block with the Vampire, or we can just take 9. So. Okay. Thoughtseize from opponent, going to take the Bloodghast, I would assume. 1 card in hand. I also have Raging Ravine here, but they don't have enough mana to animate it. I feel like they could have done it this turn. They got rid of Vampire there. I feel like they should have gotten rid of the Bloodghast and then, yeah, make the Ooze. Yep, then attack in. We get rid of the 3/2 here. They have 0 cards in hand. We take 6, go to 8. And hope we top deck a removal spell, basically. Ooze can also become a huge threat too, so... We have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the graveyard, so they can get, Ooze can get up to 6 again, too. Yeah, opponent's going to go Ooze here for the Lieutenant. Gain some life. I feel like Bloodbraid Elf is much stronger than Jace the Mind Sculptor in Modern. What are your thoughts? William, after seeing them in the Modern format for a while, yeah, there's a swamp there. Let's go Bloodghast. Can't attack, obviously. I do think that Bloodbraid Elf is the better threat, a bigger threat in Modern at the moment. I do think Jace, like, it just needs time because it's a control deck. I think that Jace will still be good in Modern, but I do think right now Bloodbraid, especially in the Jund build, is just ridiculous. It's just so powerful. Being able to grab one of 2 different lilies or a Tarmogoyf, you know, that's crazy. Probe, yeah, Gitaxian Probe might be a card they would consider if Jace the Mind Sculptor isn't doing too hot. Mental Misstep seems like a card that I would love to be, like, you know, unleashed, but, you know, whatever. Josh, our friend from the Epic told you so. I mean, by saying that, Josh, you're telling me so. I do think that the Jace the Mind Sculptor decks need more time to sit in the oven. So, I think opponent has us here, right? Block with the 6, take 7. Does this get trample? No, that's game though. Let's go to concede. Go to game 3. Let's get in Leyline here. Not too cool for board wipes. Just didn't run into any large threats like the Jund deck while testing. It was that big of a headache. Let's see. Unban Sensei's Dividing Top. We need modern to counterbalance miracles. Oh my gosh, Ethan. That sounds ridiculous. Please no. Oh man. I think we want to take out a Highborn here. That double black is just annoying. Play first, yes. Leyline, Leyline. Oh, sure, why not? I do like having the Aspirant and the Vampire here. And this does kind of speed up the Aspirant's ability to go City's Blessing. Let's go Marsh Flats into a probably a Godless Shrine here. Say yes. Go Aspirant. Pass turn. Commander cards in Modern would be pretty insane. I agree. Do not do that, please. Bloodstained Mire from opponent. Push on the Aspirant. Chaos Warp in Modern would be balanced. No, thank you. Blood Crypt from opponent. They're taking 2, so I assume they'll want to try and kill this or either play something this turn. Inquisition grabbing the Captivating. Ooh, 1 red mana. Maybe just bolt the Aspirant? Or do they just mistap? Looks like a mistap. Okay, they're going to go push on the Aspirant. Gotcha. Let's go Zealot here. Draw a card. Got into a land there. Pass turn. Catacombs from opponent. Gonna sack that. Modern isn't close to Legacy in terms of power level. Yeah, there's just some crazy stuff. I feel like the closest thing to Legacy is probably Pauper at the moment. It's basically like Legacy Light, honestly. Coming in with a Dark Confidant. Not bad, not bad. Let's go with a Captivating here. Get in for 2. Alright. Down to 12. Opponent's turn here. With the spicy Dark Confidant play. Tarmogoyf coming in. We do have a Marsh Flats in the graveyard here. So that does feed the Tarmogoyf. Bolt the Vampire. Not bad. Getting in for 2 for attacks. Another Leyline. Let's go Swamp. We're going to go Zealot here. Drawing all 3 of them. Concealed Courtyard. Let's just get in for 1 here. Okay. Deleting's about a dozen more reprints. Not sure that'll happen. Maybe in the next, like, 10 years. If Magic's still around, then. We'll see what happens. Land drop from opponent, another Verdant... or a Verdant Catacombs, not another. I thought they had... already played one. I think they already did. For that Overgrown Tomb. They're at 8. Do you have Death Shadows in here, too? You're just kind of pinging yourself to death here. Just play out the Goyf. Maelstrom Pulse, gotcha. I'd almost like to see the metagame shifts if they were to ban Lily for 2 months or so. I think that might be a good idea, honestly. Confidant might be killing our opponent pretty soon. Concealed Courtyard, let's go Plains. We can't do anything, so we're just going to play out a Leyline. And pass turn. Yeah, they're going to take some damage, hopefully. They're going to 4 with a Bloodbraid Elf there. And then get in for 5 this turn. If they have a 4th land drop. Doesn't look like they do, though. There it is, Stomping Ground. They need to untap though. They would go to 2. Okay, they're not going to do that. I feel like if they did that, they would be like praying they hit a land for the next draw. Gonna go Liliana here. Okay, they're gonna kill the Confidant. That's fair. Aether Vial for us, sure. Pass turn. We've kind of stalled out with the ley line draws. Would take one of the 20 win cons Jund has while keeping Bloodbraid Elf as their playmaker around and help other decks a whole lot. Yeah, I do think that the best entry to Jund is probably Jund. Just because of how powerful Bloodbraid Elf is. Because they're getting a Bloodbraid Elf with a Scavenging Ooze and hitting me for 3, so they're taking me down to 8. So it's a lot of power. Being able to grab a Bloodbraid Elf with a Tarmogoyf with a Bloodbraid Elf, or a Lily with a Bloodbraid Elf, it's just very powerful. Let's see what we can do here. Would honestly love something. Let's see, say yes. Yep. Path of Exile is not bad. We kick a Path on the Ooze. Now all that does is make sure they don't gain life, but that would put us to 3. Yeah. Yeah, 4 mana 5/4 that casts a bolt on entry is pretty nasty. I agree. Let's hit 6. Let's see if opponent can win this turn. The Raging Ravine just hit the battlefield tapped, so next turn they can definitely do that. We need to board into something important. 5 cards in opponent's hand. Another elf? Yep, there it is. Into another Scavenging Ooze. Wow. Repeated the previous turn. Getting in for 6 here. Drop me down to 2. That should be it, honestly, for game. There's really nothing that can get us out of this as far as what we have in our deck. Yeah, they're going to also pump the Ooze, gain some life. Not bad. What deck do I normally have the most fun playing? It really depends. I mean, right now I've been playing a lot of aggro style decks. But I really enjoy the control deck matchups. They're nice. Lieutenant for us. That'll do it, guys. Wow. Just a bad day for vampires. Excuse me. For vampires. 1-4 overall. Nothing too fantastic. Fantastic? What is happening? Fantastic. Jeez. But I think we'll be okay. I do think we want to change some stuff about this for sure. I think Destiny can come out. If you want to take the Aspirate out, we can definitely do that. If we want to go with more towards a mono black or a maybe red-white, that might be fun. How do you feel about the 2-mana artifacts that if a land would produce 2 or more mana, would only produce 1 colorless and Dominator? Oh, yeah, I feel like that's a really good sideboard tech against the Eldrazi decks right now. I think that's pretty decent. Zakapanza / Land Destruction is true cultured man's deck. Oh my gosh. I might do that eventually in the future. That'd be fun. I do love the corny decks. Those are great. That and mill decks. Goodness. Mono black, maybe a splash for the lieutenants. Maybe Josh. I definitely will take this to the shop as far as the retooling it. Maybe go with a red-white version or a Mardu version. I'll see what happens as far as what Vampires does for me in Modern. But I do hope you guys liked this video and this stream. Make sure to like the video, of course, on your way out. Would really appreciate that. Definitely going to be not streaming tomorrow on the channel here, but might be streaming on my Twitch channel, so I'll be putting that out in the Discord and on the Facebook pages and stuff like that. So do keep in mind for that. If you're not there for that, I'll see you on Wednesday for the standard stream. We'll be doing probably a Golden Guardian Hapatra deck, which will be a lot of fun. And of course, Friday is Fan Friday. I'll get that list up today as soon as the stream ends. But love you guys. Make sure to, of course, do all the things I just said, because I'm broken record. Yeah, Super Hino Tama, Josh. I'll definitely reshare it and all that kind of stuff. I haven't really set up everything just yet for that, so that's why I'm saying it kind of like on the down low. But I appreciate it, guys, and yeah. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Wednesday. Later.